Hello and welcome everybody to another Avatar The Last Airbender draft video. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at Diamond 4. We had a decent, but not insane Sultai deck in the last one, but you know what? We had some good cards. I think we ran a little bit poorly to kind of not quite do better. Let's do better in today's video. Now, before we hop into this draft, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy booster boxes of Avatar The Last Airbender, Edge of Eternity, Spider-Man, or Final Fantasy, or you wanted some singles for your constructed decks, check out TCGplayer.com and hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also go to HeavyPlay.com for all of your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all that utilize their special magnetic technology so that all their products snap conveniently into place, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. All right, what do we have? Well, happy with this start. You know, I win a lot more. I mean, my highest win rate stuff is just doing white aggressive things, which is why it's highly contested. Maybe we can go mono white, although that's almost impossible. But yeah, Abandoned Air Temple, not close. Dragonfly Swarm is cool in a Lessons deck. Boulder, Gather the White Lotus is strong if you're mono white, but this is the best land in the format, and I will take it here and try to cut off white. All right, pack 1, pick 2. I am not a believer in the Vengeful Villagers. I don't think it's that strong. Gran is a very, very good card, but so is Airbending Lesson, and that kind of helps cut off white. So I'm kind of interested in doing that, and just because I really want to play the Air Temple, right? And so I'm going to do that. I do think the Gran is a better card, slightly. But let's take the Airbending Lesson. Pack 1, pick 3 has the worst pack I've ever seen in my life. Unplayable, 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 unplayable. What do you do? What do you do when the entire pack is unplayable? Airbender's Reversal, I guess. I don't like this if I'm like an aggressive white deck, but it's the only white card and literally every card is mediocre. So let's take it here. I mean, look, this is fine if you're more like defensively oriented, but in a like more aggressive deck, I don't want it. All right, pack 1, pick 4. What do we have? So this is an interesting pick. I think it's between Water Tribe Captain and Forecasting Fortune Teller. Pick 4, Forecasting Fortune Teller might be an indication that blue is open. Water Tribe Captain is just okay, but this is a way to just continue cutting off white. I think this is more, you know what? I think it's replacement level enough where I will take the Forecasting Fortune Teller. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to get sucked in by these green cards. It'll Quencha is fine. Yip Yip is also okay. I like this more if I care more about lessons, but you know, when you have clues and such and Abandoned Air Temples, I have found that this card is still quite fine. So let's take it Quencha over Yip Yip. And I'm just going to ignore the Golgari cards here. Go back to my happy place, right? Just go back to my happy place. Avatar Enthusiast is fine. Sold Out is a decent removal spell. But we have other things in mind here. All right, pack 1, pick 7, another fairly weak pack. Zhang the Deserter can be interesting if I want to like shift into like, maybe there's like a blue-red Lessons deck. There's also Iguana Parrot. The problem is the Parrot's kind of bad. But it's not like the Zhang is that great either, so I'll take the Parrot, but obviously in a blue-white shell, you don't really love it. And again, white looks pretty contested. I guess I'll take the unlucky Cabbage Merchant and see where this goes. All right, no blue or white cards in sight. Tiger Seal is unplayable in draft. Or for the most part, it is at least. I'm going to take Treetop Freedom Fighters in case there's a world that we need to pivot to like a red-white aggro strategy. Although green might be a little bit more open. This does work better, though, with what I have. Like with Abandoned Air Temple and Enthusiast, so... Yeah, I mean, this is a rough spot to be in. Like, these packs were just god-awful. And we are going to try to make the best of what we have here. But, like, I guess blue is not particularly open. I don't know what's open because I don't actually have any good cards. I saw a sold out, so that was like a decent removal spell I could have taken. But I have 3 white cards, so like white's not available. I've seen some Golgari cards, and then I tabled some Treetop Freedom Fighters and a Cunning Maneuver. So, and like good 2-drops are like hotly contested, as you can see. I don't have any here, which is why even cards like Kyoshi Battle Fan, like it's weird. Like there's just like such variance in like how these decks end up looking. All right, well, there's a 2-drop and another 2-drop here. There's Forecasting Fortune Teller and Zhang's Deserters, but Secret Tunnel is a bomb. I'm going to take it here. Those are some good 2-drops, but again, this card is the absolute truth. All right, Momo, Playful Pet, or Compassionate Healer. Those are both good. I guess I'll take the pet. Still not sure what our second color is going to be. I just know that I'm like, oh, Gather the White Lotus also did in table, so yeah. We'll see where this goes. This might be a... Yeah, I mean, this might be like, oh man, I don't have the tools here, so I am just going to go red-white aggro and just hope to curve people out. Because blue is just not particularly open here. So here, I mean, like, there's Kuru Patik, but I might just take Deserter's Disciple and just lead into red-white allies. And I need creatures more than like some... Like Fire Nation Worship, I think, is a better card. But I think I'm just going to take the Disciple here and lean into just like, you know, red-white aggro with a curve and see if that gets it done. All right, pack 2, pick 4. Heartless Act, sure. There's Pretending Poxbearers. There's Firebending Student, but the problem is this is not an ally. So it's just like, it's not particularly strong. So do I want Pretending Poxbearers or Wandering Musicians? And I'm just going to take the 2-drop here. So let's go ahead and take the Poxbearers. Like any 2-drop will do. Look, like I said, I am fully leaning into the fact that I recognize that this is not a good draft. Like the power level was very weak. We're seeing some sold outs here or whatever. But now it's one of those like, you put together a good mana curve with some tricks and you hope for the best, okay? And so I want to basically be like an aggressive ally strategy. I don't have that much room to sacrifice too many other playables, and I'm just going to keep taking those cards. Like, I could be white-black. I just felt like it's a little bit late to do it, and I don't mind the ally shell that I have. And the Abandoned Air Temple and the Secret Tunnel will hopefully go a long way to helping me close out games, as long as I have a bunch of creatures. Can I get the Yip Yip now? I took the It'll Quench You, but I kind of want the Yip Yip. All right. Wandering Musician. Look, totally fine. This is a deck of all commons. I'm not sure we're going to get there. All right. Well, as much as I like the Yip Yip, I need 2-drops. We will take the Disciple. So let's see. What can we do? We can push damage through with Deserter's Disciple. We have an Avatar Enthusiast that can get big. Sozin's Comet doesn't do anything. I'll take Zhao, I guess, but double red, I'm probably not going to play it. We have 13 cards here. I might play the Fire Nation Raider. Vindictive Warden might make its way into our deck. Even though it's not an ally, it's a playable. Mono Black is open. There's a Cat Gator. All right, a third Wandering Musicians makes me definitely not want to play Fire Nation Raider. Not going to play Cat Out. Look, I don't need any 4s, okay? I'm going to just... Grand Realm of Co. Blah. And there's just nothing in red or white for us. Oh my gosh. Well, look, yes, other than Sun Warriors, which I will take, but like, I'm kind of hitting the cap, you know what I mean? I would have much rather, like, I would have rather had a Compassionate Healer than Sun Warriors. That's another Grand. There's a Kyoshi Warriors, I guess. Iroh Grand Lotus. Gran. And we are taking Kyoshi Warriors. Can I get a 2-drop, please? What on God's green earth are these packs? What is happening? I can't really take Tiger. I guess I'm taking Boomy Bash. It kills. It's a bad removal spell. Fevered Visions. I'll take Glider Kids, I guess. Alright. I just want a 2-drop. Allies at Last? Wow, that's a really late Allies at Last. I mean, there's nothing else to take. What does Firebending 4 get me? It gets me 1 extra mana for like Water Tribe Captain or Sun Warriors. Sure. I mean, it's basically free. I need Lightning Strike more than Ren and Shaw, I think. I guess I'll take another Treetop Freedom Fighters. And I don't think that pick was close, by the way, the Lightning Strike. Like, I have no lessons, right? So it's just like, that's not something I'm interested in doing. All right, I mean, we have a plan. It's go wide and attack with Wandering Musicians. I just can't believe that I couldn't find any 2-mana plays. Like, you saw how aggressively I was taking them, too. So, and then Lost Days, now 9th pick. You know what it is? It's that person that took the, it's the person that took the person that took the Gather the White Lotus. They're just taking all the white cards. But like, I mean, think about the 2-drops I could have picked up here. Yuyan Archers, Deserter's Disciple, Pretending Poxbearers, Compassionate Healer. Just whiffed on so many of them. Kyoshi Fan, right? And Tiger Dillo, just, I don't have a single creature with power 4 or greater, so I can't even play this card. Alright, I mean, I'll play the How to Start a Riot. So this is a Boros deck that was heavily contested with a really awkward curve. And we're going to just try to make it work here. Okay? Like, our curve isn't great. We have several ways to go wide and some ways to pump things. We have interaction, but they're super clunky. But I will fight the good fight, and we'll see what happens. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content, maybe not this draft in particular, but if you enjoy the content in general and would like to support the channel in a different way, the best way to do so is through my Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. A lot of benefits for joining the Patreon, including access to my Discord channel. And additionally, other benefits exist depending on the tier. Check it out. Opponent on the play. Hey, look, I drew a 2-drop. I cannot complain. Okay? I drew one of my 3 2-drops. I considered lightning striking the raucous audience, but I decided against it. We'll see if that ends up biting me. Okay. Well, my opponent has matched my aggro. And, we got a Kyoshi Warriors. Like, it really doesn't matter what they play here. You got me. Like, was that really worth it? Maybe so. Rebellious Captives, okay. Two, 3, 4 mana. So it doesn't have 4 power yet, so that's good. 3 3 cards left in hand for the opponent. They're like mono green almost. Wall top sentry, sure. It would be funny if they had another one. So they kept on top. Do I want to kill the wall top sentries or the rebellious captives? I'll just kill the captives. So they kept the land on top, I think, because they wanted to activate the captives. Okay. They're 19. I don't know what to do here. I can use the secret tunnel, but then I can't cast any of my spells. So I want to keep the secret tunnel as a secret and see what happens. All right, so they're on like some rock-a-lanch nonsense, right? Wall top sentries. Rocky Rebuke, so we'll kill this. For the blowout. All right. I will keep the airbending lesson. Okay. Ooh, Wandering Musicians is great. But I can't just attack with everything now. Alright, well, this is looking really good. I can make the Wandering Musicians unblockable. And then just, like, attack with a million... Oh, it's a Rocky Rebuke. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have the mana to keep this up anyways. Oh. That's the game you want to play, huh? No cards in hand. Alright, they're at 7. Glider Kids. I'll keep Boomy Bash. Okay. Alright, they're at 5. I mean, I could have done that a number of different ways. But I do have the secret tunnel. They're at 5, and we got them. Alright, so mono green, and they weren't able to draw Rock-a-Lanch. Look. Okay, okay. If you've made it all the way through here, how many games do you think I win in this set? Because this was a tough draft. Because, like, we like pseudo-forced because nothing was open, and we just decided that we were going to be red-white aggro. There were probably other directions we could have gone. I think black-white is something we could have ended up that might have been better. But let me know. What do you think? 3 wins? 4 wins? 2 wins? I drew a 2-drop again. Can't complain. Granted, my opponent's deck in the last one, that's like a... That was more of like a speculative deck there. Alright, well... At least we have the lands. Like, without the lands, we would have no chance. Team Avatar. I guess we kill the healer then. I could have... No, you know what? Actually, maybe I should have airbending lessened. Yeah, whatever. You kind of want to... Yeah, whatever. Don't play the Kyoshi thing. Play like a Wandering Musicians here. Path to Redemption? Okay. Wow. Well, they are representing Quench. Okay. So, I wasn't sure what to play there. If I draw a land, I can just activate Abandoned Air Temple. This just puts more stuff in play. So, but if I play Wandering Musicians, I can attack through a lot more stuff. So, interesting decision point, regardless. I'm not going to play into your nonsense. I'm just going to focus on building this team. I didn't want to get... Like, if they Razor Ringsed, then I might have wanted to play something big. What are you talking about? You played 4 lands in a row. Look, if you're splashing green for something and you didn't draw the green mana, I don't feel bad for you. My deck is meant to punish those draws. Alright, 2-0. I will absolutely take it. Alright. I have all my colors, and I have my rare lands. This is how you win games. And my opponent's on a mulligan. This is how you win games. Like, I like holding this off as a secret for as long as possible, although I probably won't have a choice next turn. Oh, I guess I can still do it. Tricky spot. Like, if they were on the play, I don't know. Maybe they have a big creature to play next turn. Or they just want to, like, not take 2 damage. It's up to them. Alright. Well, I still got a 1-1 out of the deal, right? So... Like, imagine a 3-mana 1-1 that enters the battlefield and deals 1 damage to a creature. On that board, not bad, right? Plains would be a good draw, so I can activate the Abandoned Air Temple. Push damage through. Push damage through. Alright, looks like a bite spell of some kind. Yeah, a white source would be huge. This looks like a Rocky Rebuke. Or Allies at Last. Killing the Deserter's Disciple makes a lot of sense, because that's how I'm pushing through my damage. Now, if I draw a mountain, what do I do? It's very interesting. I mean, I could just Boomy Bash the Glider Kids. Okay, well... Okay, that's a good card. Appa Steadfast Guardian is a good card. Very, very good on this board. Okay. I have a Boomy Bash. Hopefully it works. Not sure that it will. They actually didn't blink their Glider Kids. Alright. And you know that they have other things to do here, so that's the scary part. I would really like to get Appa off the battlefield. Alright, so that's going to kill Deserter's Disciple, for sure. Okay, and then they're going to get in for some amount in the air. Maybe not. So 3/4 flyer. How do I want to do this? 2 cards in hand. I really feel like I'm going to regret it if I don't kill this Appa. So let's just do that. Like combat tricks, all kinds of nonsense, right? Yeah, Haru. Jung, okay. It's weird for them too, because like they might want to also be on the aggressive side here. Because like I have inevitability with Secret Tunnel and Air Temple. They should make a 3-4 glider, kids, I think. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't think I love that attack. Okay, bring it on. I mean, like, they just don't have great blocks, right? Single block? Sure. Alright, they're at 9. Playing Wandering Musicians. So they, like, lost a creature, took a bunch of damage. I now have How to Start a Riot available. They have 1 card left in hand. I have a 2/5 that blocks their 4/4. Unless they play an ally. But if they play an ally and attack me, that's also kind of tough. Maybe they do it again. I don't know. I feel like they just want a chump blocker. Okay, yeah, this makes a lot more sense. I see no way that this would go wrong. I don't see how this can go wrong. Sure. I guess if they... Well, it depends on how they block. Alright, well. Creature target player controls get +2. Yep. Alright. Yeah, I think they were a little bit too aggressive that one turn. But maybe at the same time, I understand the pressure that you feel with Abandoned Air Temple being in play with the secret passage. So I actually, you know, it might have been correct because they at least put themselves in a position to win the game. But we just kind of had all the tricks there. So it is what it is. All right, 3-0 with medium Boros. All right, opponent on the play. We don't have a 2-mana creature here, but we do have... I mean, this hand's fine. We get to play Lightning Strike on 2 for whatever they play. And then we have, you know, either Water Tribe Captain or Treetop Freedom Fighters. This is interesting because, like, I have Treetop Freedom Fighters, which interacts really well with this. So, like, perhaps I'm supposed to take the 3 damage here. I think so. Because if they play, like, a Water Tribe Captain, I want to kill that instead. Okay, well, that's just... Okay. Look. I am not sure if that was correct, okay? But I am going to save my Lightning Strike because I feel like my board does a pretty good job of blocking what they have. But this is a little bit dicey. I could have killed Fire Nation Cadets. If they kill my Treetop Freedom Fighters, it is kind of annoying. Alright, hey. They didn't do anything, so that's good. They have 4 mana available. What do I want to do? Probably should wait till a later point to play the Sun Warriors, so I'm gonna go Wandering Musicians. It's still just like a giant body, which is very, very tough for them to kill with the amount of mana that they have. Unless they have like Airbending Lesson or something. I do want to get the Avatar Enthusiast going. If I was on the play, I might have considered it. But yeah. Sandbender Storm. Yeah, this card stinks. Well, that's certainly something I can Lightning Strike. Water Tribe. Okay, so I need to kill that one. Okay. Target acquired. Target acquired. They don't have a good attack here. I'm going to hold off on Abandoned Air Temple. Now, do I want to, like, attack? I'm just not attacking, so I don't think the Firebending thing matters. So let's go ahead and kill the Water Tribe Captain. And let's play Given that they didn't attack the previous turn, I think it's reasonably safe to play the Enthusiast now and try to set up for like this to grow over time. Now, if they have obviously a way to kill this, then they have a way to kill it. But, you know, now like we're getting to the point where I can just run out the Sun Warriors and have that do a lot of work too. So definitely happy. Given how things turned out, I'm definitely happy with my decision to hold off on the Lightning Strike. I'm going to double creature here, actually, because I drew the Glider Kids. This will pump the Avatar Enthusiasts. And now we have a giant board with Abandoned Air Temple. And we have a big Avatar Enthusiasts. And I don't want the planes. All right. I think next turn will be a very, very good turn to attack. Let's see. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Doesn't quite get me to where I want to go. But at the same time, you can't really go too wrong with this attack, given that I have Abandoned Air Temple in play, and I'm at 17. So, pedal to the metal. Like if the bad thing that can happen if I Fire Nation Palace a creature is they kill it before I attack, and then I just don't have the mana to activate Abandoned Air Temple, right? I didn't really do the math, but I feel like this is probably good. Alright. They're 3 life. We lost 2 creatures. They get a 1/1, and we have this board. Yeah. Okay. Yep. We are getting some mighty fine draws here, folks. Like, and also, we are not playing against busted decks for the most part. That's another important factor here. Like, sometimes you feel like, for example, I thought yesterday's deck was fine, but like sometimes you have like what you think is a good deck, but then you just like play against somebody with Wan Shi Tong or Rise of Sozin and you lose. And other times you think you have a mediocre deck and then you just get paired against other just like average decks and then you win. That feels like what's happening here right now, because certainly, you know, and I know that this deck is just fine. Not great, not bad, just fine. Water Tribe Rallier, sure. I mean, these Avatar Enthusiasts have a lot of promise if they don't kill it. Being on the play here is so crucial against Water Tribe Rallier. Oh, Lightning Strike? That's really interesting. I don't think they're gonna try to draw a card next turn, so I'm not concerned about that right now. I'm just gonna get my Avatar Enthusiast large. Not gonna attack just yet, because I can attack for 6 next turn. They need to keep putting things in play. They can't afford to just like, I'm gonna pass and use Water Tribe Rallier. I don't know why I use that voice, but yes, they can't do that. Now, what they can do is use like a removal spell on Avatar Enthusiasts. Like, see, like this here? I don't love that they did that for them. Okay, we got a 2-for-1 there. Although I did lose my Treetop Freedom Fighters. Don't do it. Ah, all right, fair enough. That's not that great. All right, well, whatever. Alright, Enthusiasts shuffled back in. I don't think they can beat Secret Tunnel. I'm at 20 life. You know what I mean? Like, even if they kill Yeah, I mean, this is not... They can't even draw cards. Oh, shoot! I'm an idiot. Why did I do that? I'm an idiot. What the hell am I... Whatever. Okay. I mean, yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why I like attack with everything and then I unclicked and then I clicked attack with everything again. Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing, but man, my lands are carrying me here, friends. We are 5-0 with this deck. What the hell? What the actual hell? Apparently the Abandoned Air Temple is the fifth best rare in white-red. Again, this is an awkward hand, but I can't mulligan. Like, I have 2 plains and a mountain. But, you know that my curve isn't great. I don't even have a 2 or a 3 drop here. But I do have a Lightning Strike. And my 4 drops are pretty good. And I drew Glider Kids, so that all makes me happy. Glider Kids. If I don't draw a land, I'm obviously going to be looking for a land to play out my 4 drops. Aang's Journey, okay. If I do draw a land, then I'm basically bottoming any land, other than my, like, spell lands, of course. Wait, they have mismatched lands? Goodness. I still gotta run this out. Like, missing out on a 4-drop when I have a Glider Kids is fine, and the upside of getting the Avatar Enthusiast in play turn 3 on the play is just so high that I think it's worth doing. Okay, Path to Redemption, and, well, we drew a land anyways. I'm going big here. I'm going with the Sun Warriors here because they already fired off Path to Redemption, and having something to deal 5 damage is pretty tough on this board. Legend of Roku. That's a powerful Magic the Gathering card, sir. It costs 5 mana to make a token? Dang. So I can't do anything with the mana, unfortunately. I guess I can attack and make things unblockable. 3, 4... I guess this did, like, way less than I thought it would. Well, yeah, I mean, Legend of Roku is a good rare. Remember what I said about dodging rares? Well, we're not doing it. We're not doing a good job right now. So this taps for 4 mana. It's, like, super interesting, actually. Are these both humans? Oh, they're both allies. I didn't think this was a human. So this gives me 4 mana to give unblockable. I need to give unblockable. So Glider Kids. Do I want this Plains? I don't think so. I kind of want a mountain. Or a way to kill the Legend of Roku or whatever. Attack. Alright, well, it's 12 to 19. Does this thing have reach? It's got menace. I mean, maybe a Plains was good enough. I'm not sure. What is this attack? Can somebody tell me what this attack is? Wow, they must have a lot of removal, which is not good for me. Certainly. Nope, just blockers, okay. We drew a Plains anyways. Alright, let me think here, okay? Okay. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. I get 4 mana. And then I can make unblockable. I can't make unblockable and cast both of these, I will say. So maybe I give myself an extra blocker. Because that gives me 5 mana, so 1, okay. Oh, I messed up, I messed up, I messed up, I messed up! I messed up! No, no, I had lethal! I had lethal. I had lethal. I needed to give Glider Kids Menace. I needed to give Glider Kids Menace. Oh my gosh, this is a disaster. I needed to give Glider Kids Menace, and I would have won the game. I needed to give Glider Kids Menace. Oh, that is a disaster. An absolute disaster. Wow. I cannot believe I threw that away. I mean, I don't think I died just yet, but I made it a million times more difficult for myself. Because if they just chump with the first time flyer, I can use Lightning Strike on the Water Tribe Captain. I think they're going to chump. Oh, they didn't. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. I mean, this was... I'm an idiot. Okay. Okay. Oh. Man, the last game, I like... without even thinking, attack with everything. Here, I literally just throw away the game. Like, my opponent could have easily come back there. So, I need to get it together here. Like, that's the thing. I drafted a not-so-great deck, and I'm not even playing my best. But we are still 6-0. Well, sometimes there's no justice in this world. Okay, but yes, that was a lot of mana and firebending, and I basically never cast that 2-red spell. I always think of it as a Trumpet Blast, but I forgot about Menace, so I put that on my flyer. My flyer has Menace, my ground creatures are unblockable, and that's the win. Ugh. Alright, on the play here, I have 2 lands. Okay. I am going to keep this. I have a 2-drop as well. I do have a Glider Kid, so if I draw land number 3, boom. We drew land number 3 right away, so that's obviously very good for us. Playing against another Boros opponent. Compassionate Healer, okay. Attack. Okay, I'm gonna go Glider Kids. I like the evasion, and I kind of want to make sure I draw a land. Yeah, I don't want the Enthusiast, so... very, very happy about that Scry. Now, if they attack me with the healer, I should take it. Yeah. Okay, like... I mean, they could be bluffing, but they almost certainly have it. Very rarely do people just spaz out and bluff at this level. Okay. Sure. So, I am going to play under the assumption that they have Yip Yip. Let's play Kyoshi Warriors. Oh, why do I keep doing that? Goodness. So now they don't really have, like, great attack, so... you know... they might try to go for another attack and be like, ooh, I got him, but... there is a Yuyan Archers that can attack, I guess. Okay, so they missed the land drop, so that's big. And we drew Fire Nation Palace. How does that change the equation? It doesn't. Alright, next turn. The time has come to deal lots of damages. Why did they... man, they really they made this land, like, quite bad. So if they're gonna pass with a bunch of mana up, it does make things a little dicier for me. Like, it... yeah, I don't know. It just gives them the opportunity to have a lot more tricks of some kind. So I will actually take it easy here. The way I look at it is if they had a lightning strike or anything like that, they would have used it anyways. Or a firebending lesson. Like, they could have done all of this previously. No way. They had firebending lesson into combustion technique. And airbend. Wow. I mean, look, I didn't think all my creatures were gonna die. I'm not gonna lie to you folks. I didn't think that's how this was gonna end. Okay, well, we drew a land, so I guess we just do the thing. They have 4 cards? Sure. I'm okay, like, getting damage through and 2-for-1ing them, right? Like, I just have a pair of 4/4s in play. And then... Oh, Earth Kingdom Jailer? Goodness. Their deck is insane! Pandasaurus! Pandasaurus, relax over there, buddy! Also, I'm now on 1 trillion lands. Which is not ideal. I mean, if they have another removal spell here, I do lose. Do they really have 3 lessons in the graveyard? Oh, that's gross. This should just not be possible. They're Boros. They probably have like 5 lessons in their deck. So 4, 1. I don't know. All right. Well, I thought we were in a good spot, but, like, honestly, this is what a good Boros deck is supposed to look like. Earth Kingdom Jailer, Ran and Shaw, with a bunch of lessons, Aang. Like, I can't even be mad. Like, I had a good draw. But they played Ran and Shaw with the freaking... You can have my cabbage. I give you my cabbage. Good game, sir. Great deck. Great deck. That was one of those spots where I'm just like, I need to draw some creatures, but I mean, with the lack of interaction that I have, like, I don't even know if I could have killed that Random Shell, but wow. Wow, what a deck. That's a trophy deck for sure. You look at my deck, that's like, I hope we get to 3 wins. That one, that's a, if I don't get a trophy, I'm uninstalling. All right, opponent on the play here. I have 2 mountains, Treetop Freedom Fighters on the draw. Sure. See, this deck needs to get a little lucky to win games. If I draw any land, I can play Treetop Freedom Fighters. And another land lets me play Wandering Musicians. Now, if we stop drawing lands, then we lose the game. And you know what? That'll put us at 6-2. Okay. Yeah, okay. Earthbender Ascension, another good magic card. Nice. Okay, you can be quiet now. All right. I don't know that I'm gonna beat this. A turn 3 Ascension on the draw with only mountains. It's gonna be tough. Basically, it's plains or bust here. Yep. All right. Well, you know what? At least, like, I didn't have, like, a decent... Like, I wouldn't have beaten that draw even if I drew perfects. Okay? So, they got to use their amazing draw that game, right? Earthbender Ascension into Aang at the Crossroads. That's good. But we get another game. So we now get 3 shots at a trophy. If we go 6-0-0-3, well, honestly, that's realistic with this deck. All right, on the play here, I'm going to keep it again. You know what? If I lose, I lose. At least I have 3 lands this time. I have 2 mountains. Secret Tunnel might actually betray us once. For once. We'll see. Oh, no, we drew the plains. Okay. That's a Momo, which is a little annoying. Like, you never want to kill Momo. Like, I would rather kill, like, a 2-drop, right? It's fine, I guess. I'm okay trading half of a card for Momo. And then saving the Lightning Strike for Earth Kingdom Jailer or whatever they might play. You got a food. Katara the Fearless. I'm surprised they're thinking so long about this. This is kind of a bluff attack. They're just thinking, like, what I can have. Obviously, I have nothing. It was 100% a bluff attack. But if they blocked, I would have Lightning Striked it. So I guess it's like a semi-bluff attack. I don't know. Hopefully they don't play a big ally here, but I feel like by playing the Sun Warriors, next turn I can attack and Lightning Strike the Katara, which is pretty good. Sure. Okay. So they got Ratty Snowballers going. Land would be good. That is a good land. Alright, so let's go Lightning Strike you. Because I don't want to mess around with that. And we'll keep up Airbending Lesson. Is this a food? Okay, it's a food. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. Nice Bant deck going here. We have both of our rare lands, which hopefully does something at some point. They really want to kill my Sun Warriors. I'm wondering how they're going to do it. Really? I mean, this must be like a Lost Days or something, right? What on earth do you have? I think it's just a removal spell, honestly. Alright, I'm just gonna play this. If they let me attack, they might have Unagi. But I think it's a Lost Days. Oh. Okay, sure. Wow, Aang with Katara the Fearless would have been sick. Well, their deck is awesome. They could flip Aang and attack me for a bunch. Okay, that's also good. Alright. They draw a card. Alright, I need to put some pressure on my opponent, so let's just put all of our biggest things out there and see what we can get going. I mean, they get to draw a card every turn. That's brutal. Okay, okay. Okay. You know what, guy? You know what? Okay. Katara and Aang here. Gosh, that's so frustrating. Ugh. I don't even know what to do. Like, hope that they go all in with Katara? I feel like that's my only hope, so I'm gonna do it, but this gets in for 11 points of damage. Oh, they have a food as well? Ugh. I have to block everything. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I guess if I draw like the Trumpet Blast, I have a chance. Can the haste creature also get it done? Yeah. Treetop whatever can also get it done. 4. Okay. Just not going for lethal. Sure. So I get to keep my token, which maybe lets me win, I don't know. I think I need to draw Trumpet Blast specifically. That's like my only out. I think that is my only out. 3, 7, like this is 9 damage. Oh, Lightning Strike also gets it done? Lightning Strike would also get it. Well, no, I don't think I have enough. Okay, well, Momo is certainly not enough. Well, maybe they have to block everything, right? Maybe. How do I want to do this? I mean, there's probably concern about a lot of different cards they can lose to as well. So, I mean, it's kind of a tricky spot. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you have something else here too, like, yeah. It is what it is. But, man, we played against some pretty busted stuff here at the end. Highly unfortunate with how that turned out, but, you know, that is the nature of the format. And I need to, along with all of you, it's like, just, it happens. You can get the bombs yourself, right? You can get the bombs yourself. They actually cast Razor Wings at the wrong time, I think. I think if you wait till after damage resolves, but still in combat, you can gain more life. But yeah. Wait, why are they not bending here? I don't understand. I feel like I have to be dead. Maybe they're looking for like a removal spell, because a removal spell gets it done obviously here as well. Okay, we block and we block. Wait, why didn't they transform it? Doesn't it get... The hell? No way. Didn't they have the win? Didn't they? I mean, they could still have it if they have another interactive spell, right? So it's not like they're playing this way because they have an interactive spell. 5/5/6/6 Trampler, okay. Man. Oh, that's such a shame. That's such a shame. So do I have enough mana here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Firebending 2. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Well, it was close. This makes you wonder if there's a way for me to have gotten in for more damage. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, they got it. Yeah, oh, it shuts that down too. Alright. I mean, they literally had lethal, but that also works. The second Razor Rings got me. Oh, man. That's brutal. That's brutal. I actually thought my opponent punted and gave me a shot to win. So we went 6-0-0-3. But like I said before, given how we thought we were with this draft, like, honestly, this is like, you know, this is where you zoom out and you go, you know what? Like, I'm pretty happy that I was able to win 6 matches with this deck, because what this was surrounded with was a deck with only 3 2-drops, pretty rough mana curve, great lands to close out games, and like, outside of this, just like, you know, like my tricks weren't great. My curve was kind of awkward. Look at this 3.0 average curve in my red-white deck. Like, the fact that we made it this far is great. You're going to have some ugly drafts. I think this was an ugly draft, but I think this is a really good way to showcase how you can salvage an ugly draft, right? Not every draft are you going to get 10 lessons, Ren and Shaw, and accumulate wisdom, right? Not every draft you're going to get triple Water Tribe Ralliers with the perfect curve and a Suki, right? And in those types of drafts, you just need to try to put together a functional deck that makes sense. And I think that's what we did here. It wasn't a good deck, but we won a bunch of matches. And ultimately, at the end, we lost to better cards, which is going to happen. My opponent played Aang Swift Savior into 5-mana Katara, and I think they played something else, and it was very good. Earthbender Ascension into Aang at the Crossroads, that's going to get us as well, right? We got really close. And despite that, like, especially this one, we got pretty close. Maybe there was a more aggressive line we could have taken at some other point. But, you know, that being said, I think we made a really good run. I really want to get a trophy. It's been a couple of drafts. Maybe we can get it in the next video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, Pioneer, or Commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but certainly not least, check out heavyplay.com for all of your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. You need deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more? Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.